Hello everyone, we are from Group 4 and we are presenting our business communication model based on Biker's Garage.
Biker's Garage started its business 3 years ago when the world was stable and riding was a necessity and lifestyle at the moment. The mission is to build the company into the first leading helmet store, providing better service, superior quality, and higher efficiency while reducing operation costs. People realize that if there is no good communication system to ensure the smooth progress of the transaction, it is not enough to rely on the right amount of funds, materials, talents, and experience. Communication is at the core of regional and international integration. While for objective, they will want to analyze the form of communication and attend a sample copy used by Biker's Garage while providing constructive comment on each method of communication utilized by Biker's Garage. They would want to provide strong overall recommendations to each method of communication utilized by Biker's Garage. While for data gathering procedures, they will be using two methods, which is primary data and secondary data. For primary data, they are using sources from interviewing Mr. Fahmi, a representative of Biker's Garage, while for secondary data, they are using use of data derived from secondary sources such as the book Essential of Business Communication by Mary Ellen Gaffey and Dana Lowy, and also online sources such as articles or websites pertaining to usable information to be used in the report. While for background information, Biker's Garage started its business 3 years ago. For their mission is to build the company into the first leading helmet store providing better service, superior quality, and higher efficiency while reducing operating costs. They will be focusing on three targets, which is A. Attention, B. Brief, and C. Clarity. Their business correspondent channel is principally based on email and has an in-house emails. They communicate externally using mediums such as phone calls, conferencing, websites, and market activation. They will be using Microsoft, Zoom, and Google for formal communication via online and will be diversified their business interests ranging from reselling helmets to other suppliers and to customers, changing wiser, advice on helmets, and managing club meetups. Currently, they are having two stores which are located in Shiraz and Bangsar, which successfully provides employment opportunities for more than 10 staff in total. They are planning to inject its own dynamism and energy to turn it into more than just servicing the helmet line and planning to improve its communication patterns and implement more high technology in order to improve effective communications internally and externally.
Moving on to analysis. First off is organizational communication. The languages used by Biker Garage is Bahasa Melayu and occasionally English interchangeably within their staff and also their customer. This better suit each of the individual needs for a medium of communication so that a better and clearer form of communication can be established within. Biker Garage also adapted a downward communication flow to provide ample knowledge to the staff to better pursue the organization's goal.
Next is written communication. Memo. The memorandum accurate from Biker's Garage indicates that the company director of Biker's Garage is informing all staff of a senior employee's retirement event to be held. The memorandum is structured informatively such as a date of memo release, the memo's intended viewing, the memo's author, and lastly the memo's agenda that is short and descriptive. Oral communication. Meeting agenda of Biker's Garage is descriptive and concise. The body of the meeting agenda shows the date and the time of the meeting held and the place of meeting. The body of the meeting agenda also informs of the tentative to be followed and covered during the duration of the meeting held in a very concise and precise manner. Presentation. The presentation made by Biker's Garage is well done and concise and work well with the overall need to present the idea. The presentation about smart helmet and all Relevant information is showcased with visual illustration that are short and concise and it well with presenting important information in a short amount of time.
Picture above indicates sample platform communication technology that have been used by Bikers Garage. Those three pictures are sampled from email, WhatsApp, and also Telegram. So all of these platforms are being used by Bikers Garage to communicate among workers, client, and also to share information about the promotion and sale to the customer.
Moving on to comments. First off is communication in organization. Biker Garage uses a directional communication downward, meaning that a downward communication refers to a employee communicating with other employee in a lower ranking position. This is proven to be an effective method of communication by Biker Garage to ensure their goals and ideals are well known and informed within the organization to better achieve the organization's goal. Bike Garage also uses an informal method of communication. Informal method of communication meant that using WhatsApp to ask questions or using internal emails to communicate with one another regarding a project and so on and so forth, which proved to be an effective method to foster a good relationship between co-workers and ensure a high productivity and low stress working environment.
Next is a comment of written communication. Written communication refer to any conversation that involve the written word. It aids in the establish of clear principle, policies and guidelines for the operation of Bikers Garage. A constant mode of communication. As a result, it's valuable for Bikers Garage in situation where record need to be keep up to date. It's also clearer and more exact. The image of Bikers Garage is developed and enhanced through effective written communication. When the feedback is not immediate, written communication take times. The reaction is not spontaneous. The reputation of the organization is also harmed by poor writing abilities and quality. Comment for oral communication is there is a flexibility in decision made by the Bikers Garage. The feedback is spontaneous. As a result, judgment can be made fast and without hesitation. Not only can oral communication save time, but it also save money and effort. Next, when it comes to problem solving in Bikers Garage, oral communication is the most effective. It's also difficult to maintain, making them unreliable. As the information is incomplete and may be missing basics, they may be misconception.
Based on interview session with Mr. Fahmi and all the samples that we get from Bikers Garage, there are 4 recommendations from us about communication technologies. First and foremost, Bikers Garage should separate business and personal account social media to be more professional. Number 2, the management must learn how to communicate well with workers via online, especially in chat, to avoid misunderstanding during the process of communication. Number 3, all workers must be intermediate to use all platform communication technology to increase their productivities and also increase the sales of Bikers Garage. And lastly, Bikers Garage should add more platform communication technology such as Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to make this business become well known in Malaysia.
Communication in business is important to convey clear, strong messages about strategy, customer service, and branding. Employees who communicate well and understand the company's vision help make the company successful. Using effective communication skills can benefit a business and its employees in a variety of ways, including building better teams, preventing misunderstandings and conflict, improving customer service, meeting goals and earning success, promoting creativity and innovation, and advancing individual career prospects. Communication is the process how we share information, whether it is in verbal or written form. Learning to communicate better can improve job performance and advance a career. Overall, all types of communication used in Bikers Garage should be maintained, but in the meantime, they still can improve their business communication for the future. They are for suggestion to improve. First is to take a course. Consider taking a course in communication at a local college or universities. Online classes can also let them set their learning schedule and may offer different courses of various communication styles. Invite a co-worker to join and practice the skills with each other. Second, to attend motivational seminar. Motivational speakers know how to communicate. Attend a seminar and take notes on the positive language the speaker use. Note their body language, use of eye contact, accompanying visual, and the consistency or repetition of the message. Then, apply those techniques by standing in front of a mirror and practice their own motivational speech. Third, to invest in the right communication and collaboration tool. If the company depends on email and social media for communications, they are probably receiving a lot of useless and redundant information and perhaps missing out on the most important conversations. A collaborative tool like Vimoso is the ideal way to streamline communications, collaborate on important projects, and build meaningful business relationships. And the last one is visual communication counts. Sometimes, writing or speaking is not enough to effectively convey the points. Images of charts and maps, for example, can be used to demonstrate to customers how the business is performing. For example, imagine trying to explain a company's profit margins over the course of 12 months in an oral report without the use of charts and graphs. This would be difficult since the audience would not be able to visualize exactly how the company is performing. Supplementing this oral report with graphs and charts would allow the audience to actually see how the profit is trending and understand what that means for the company.